Well, let's go across to Arvind, also my colleague Arvind, also joining us from outside Kharge's residence. Shrija also with us from Bengaluru. So, Arvind, if you can tell us right now, that meeting is taking place. Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Venugopal and Mr. Kharge are meeting. They're going to be discussing the reports given by all the observers who were sent to Bengaluru.
Yeah, Gargi, this is a very crucial meet that is currently underway at the residence of Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. Let's fix the feedback, please. And then this meet is regarding the observers report that was submitted before Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge by the three observers, including Shivakumar. The report was submitted to Kharge sometime at around 10 p.m. last night, and that's why today this particular meeting is very important, because the Congress leadership, they want to take a decisive decision when it comes to Karnataka. They don't want to prolong this, because with both DK Shivakumar and also Siddaramaiah in Delhi, the party leadership wants to bring both of them to the table so that they could speak to both of them, and then they could come to a decision very soon, so that the government can be formed in Karnataka at the earlier. So though Congress has 2 dates for the government formation, one May 18th and also May 20th, but the Congress party is also eyeing to finalize the chief ministership issue today itself, so that the CLP meeting can be called again, and then the CLP, their signatures can be collected, and then the Congress Karnataka leaders can move the governor staking claim for the government. But this very important meeting that is currently underway will be discussing the observers report, and also how to the moment if in this meeting, if the leadership takes a call to make A as a chief minister of Karnataka, then they also have to come up with a plan to placate B, and that's why this particular meeting is not just important for who will be the chief minister of Karnataka, but also how to placate the other person who will be losing out on the chief minister chair. So that's also a very important discussion that is currently underway. So after this meeting, what we are being told is that Mallikarjun Kharge will also be meeting both DK Shivakumar and also Siddaramaiah. We are not sure whether DK Shivakumar will be straight away heading to Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, because unless until this meeting is over.
Right. Well, DK Shivakumar has emerged. Yes, that's correct. We're not sure where, he'll leave the airport for where exactly right now, as the meeting with Kharge will probably be scheduled for later after the current meeting gets over. But there is the man of the moment, all eyes on him, Mr. DK Shivakumar, who's been credited with the victory that the Congress has had in Karnataka, though of course Mr. Siddaramaiah's supporters say that he also played a big role, but the kind of energy that Mr. DK Shivakumar, as the president of the Congress party in Karnataka, brought to the entire campaign, that he was working tirelessly for the last 2 years for the Congress there. Remember, he broke down, he was emotional after their astounding win in Karnataka, given the number of seats, 135, and he said, I was sent to jail as well. They put me in jail, and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi visited me there, and I promised her then that I would deliver Karnataka, and he was very, very emotional at that time, and he very keen on the top job. The rivalry between Mr. Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar was something that we've been reporting on for some time now, even in the build-up to the elections. There were several occasions in which these differences could be seen, when Mr. Siddaramaiah announced his, Pad Yatra as well. Then during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, we saw both leaders coming together. Rahul Gandhi also went to Karnataka a few times to ensure that there was, unity in this top leadership of the Congress party. Arvind, you can probably tell us a bit more about that, about this, this rivalry that was seen already before the elections between these two leaders. It was a challenge for the Congress High Command. It did seem, after Mr. Kharge became the Congress president, that, he seemed to be able to negotiate this better, and they fought the elections together. We're seeing visuals of Mr. DK having emerged from the airport, and, you can imagine a media scrum there, trying to get a soundbite from him.
Yeah, Gargi, even before the elections, both DK Shivakumar and also Siddaramaiah, both of them did stake claim for the chief minister post, and that's why Congress party tried its best to ensure that the party puts forth a united fight for the Karnataka Assembly election, and that's why we did see there have been several videos of both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah sitting together and then conversing and then putting a united fight for the Karnataka Assembly elections. But again, Gargi, before answering this, can we fix the feedback, please? Gargi, on this Kharge's factor when it comes to Karnataka.
Right, yes, Arvind, go ahead. We're seeing those visuals of Mr. D.K. Shivakumar emerging from the airport and all the reporters and camera people there trying to get, some reaction from him. We're not sure what his exact plan is immediately after the airport. Currently, a meeting taking place at Mr. Kharge's residence where the, feedback that they have got from the observers who were sent by the Congress to Bengaluru to speak with all the MLAs. There was also that secret ballot that took place. And Mr. Siddaramaiah, however, has been in Delhi since yesterday. And let's go back to Arvind. All right, let's go to Shrija now for more. And Shrija, yesterday when DK said that he has a stomach ache and how he was not going to Delhi, but when we asked him if what if this is viewed as a kind of rebellion, he got very angry. But it was seen as something like that. He was showing showing his perhaps how much we know that he's been a contender for the top job. He's really been quite vocal on it, how he wants to become the chief minister. So it seemed he was a little upset yesterday and it was some kind of a power play. Shrija, if you can hear me.
Well, yesterday what we went on to see was Mr. D.K. Shivakumar sending out that message to the party high command while he was expected to be in Delhi. He chose to stay put in the city of Bengaluru. Yes, of course, he did. On one hand, he cited ill health. On the other hand, he did, of course, spoke about spiritual reasons. More importantly, if you have to talk really about what are the kind of possibilities right now, some of the top Congress sources are discussing that the high command could work out is on one hand, there was a secret ballot. The maximum support was especially for Mr. Siddaramaiah. He has been a chief minister once before. He has been an able administrator. He's been a finance minister as well in the past. He has presented nearly 13 budgets. So keeping all this in mind, there are high chances as far as the High Command is concerned, that they would go ahead with Mr. Siddaramaiah. But on the other hand, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, yes, he's been an all-weather man for the Congress. In times of crisis, it has always been D.K. Shivakumar. D.K. Shivakumar very recently has been time and again reiterating the fact that how he has been the go-to person, especially when the Congress is in crisis. He has very recently cited even the Ahmed Patel's case, how he played a very, very crucial role, especially in Ahmed Patel re-entry, especially into Rajya Sabha, and also especially shielding nearly 44 Congress MLAs right here in Bengaluru's resort. So he has been there out there, after which, there have been a number of ED raids, CBI. Now, there have been a slew of cases against him, and also a bigger setback has come in the form of where Mr. Praveen Sood has been elected as the CBI director. Very recently, just about a month ago, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar went out to threaten him, saying once the Congress comes back to power, he will ensure that legal action will be initiated against Mr. Praveen Sood. So taking all this into account, would the High Command want to give that club post to Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, who has corruption charges against him? Time and again you have a CBI and ED raids against him, and also investigations which are still underway. So if they are giving him that top post, what if there are chances that all of these, the raids would continue against him? So keeping all this in mind, we understand it's been a very, very big challenge before the High Command, the party High Command, because on one hand you have where the party High Command wants to go with the popular vote, which is Mr. Siddaramaiah. On the other hand, you have D.K. Shivakumar, who has been citing that he has been the all-weather man for the Congress. He's been there in times of crisis for the Congress, and it's time for a payback. But again, D.K. Shivakumar is not the kind of person who will take a step back, but he will definitely put up a strong fight. Now, how is that going to come out? Possibilities which are trying to be worked out right now is, of course, the 50-50 kind of formula. That means 2.5 years or something, which, there are chances that Mr. Siddaramaiah can serve as the Chief Minister. The rest of the 2.5 could be Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. Or even if that is not really working, Mr. Siddaramaiah could be the Chief Minister, and also Deputy Chief Minister post could be given to Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, and then D.K. Shivakumar could also have a say, especially in picking up 3 different ministers, cabinet ministers for the top plum posts. So these are the different various possibilities that are being worked out by the High Command. Yes, the observers have also submitted their report, but again, that decision or announcement, official announcement, will not likely be made today. It would be made tomorrow, because the decision, what we hear from the Congress, is that a new Chief Minister, Karnataka will get a new Chief Minister on the 18th of this month. So there is a decision, a definite decision there is likely to be taken today.
All right, so the decision likely to be taken today. Let's go back to Arvind and Shrija. Do stay on with us. Arvind joins us from outside Mr. Kharge's residence. And, Arvind, if you could tell us more about, both these leaders. Shrija was also speaking about DKS and how he is this organizational person in the Congress party. And that has really been his strength ahead of these elections. But at the same time, former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is a very large persona across the state. He's very popular and very popular among Congress workers as well.
Yeah, Gargi, that seems to be the problem that the Congress is trying to work out a solution there, because if you could see Siddaramaiah enjoys majority of the MLA's support, whereas D.K. Shivakumar is the person, the man who built the organization from scratch, who led the party that won the Karnataka Assembly election. That's why both of them have to be rewarded, because going by the procedure, Congress party has to listen to the views of the MLAs, and then based on the views of the MLAs, the CLP leader is always elected. Only in Puducherry, where we did see Narayanasamy, who was not even an MLA, who was parachuted from Delhi as the Chief Minister of Puducherry, and the Congress party also knows how did that go, because the government couldn't complete its term and the party collapsed, and also that led to the collapse of the government also. And that's why party is also very clear when it comes to appointment of the Chief Minister, because they have learned enough lessons, let it be Madhya Pradesh or even to that fact in Rajasthan also. And that's where the party is still trying to work out a amicable solution here, because they cannot completely defy the mandate of the MLAs, because when the majority of the MLAs want someone as the Chief Minister or the CLP leader, that's something that the party should actually seriously consider. But in this particular case, like Srija has also been mentioning, and we have also been reporting, though Siddaramaiah enjoys the majority MLA support, but D.K. Shivakumar should also be rewarded for his tireless work, because like D.K. Shivakumar, throughout his press statements yesterday, he underlined one thing, that the party should not go with the MLA support. What he tried to send a message to the party leadership yesterday was that he did say that don't go by mere MLA support. A man with courage equals any majority, because what he is trying to tell the party leadership is that when the coalition government collapsed in 2020, when several MLAs deserted the party, he stood on ground despite several cases, and then he worked tirelessly for the party that saw the party coming to power in Karnataka. And that's why he is saying that don't go merely by the MLA support, but also look into a person's contribution in getting the party to power. And that seems to be something that the party is also kind of considering. That's why the party doesn't want to take a decision without D.K. Shivakumar coming to the table for any kind of discussion. So yesterday, D.K. Suresh, brother of D.K. Shivakumar, met Mallikarjun Kharge last night post 10 p.m. after the observers submitted their report, and that's why Mallikarjun Kharge sent a message to D.K. Shivakumar through D.K. Suresh, asking him to come to Delhi, and then D.K. Shivakumar has landed in Delhi. So after this very crucial meeting between Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi and K.C. Venugopal, we can expect both Siddaramaiah and also D.K. Shivakumar to meet Mallikarjun Kharge one-on-one, and then the party will make its decision clear. Also, Gargi, regarding Kharge's factor, one thing what we are learning from our sources, that though Kharge is also the Congress president, AICC president, or the Congress president Congress National President, but the party is also considerate that he is also a stakeholder when it comes to Karnataka politics, because in 2013 Kharge was also one among the contender for the top job in the Karnataka government, but that's where Siddaramaiah got the chief minister post, and that's also the Congress leadership is also seeing, and that's why this time an extensive consultation is currently underway where the members of Gandhi family are also included in the discussion. So this particular crucial meeting that is currently underway will take a decision on who will be the next Karnataka Congress president, and then what we are learning is that one of the Gandhi family members will be making a call to the person who will be losing out on the top post, and then the Congress party sees that the house will be in order very soon.
All right, so that is the kind of formula currently being worked out. Arvind and Shrija, yes, as Arvind was saying, it's so interesting, Mr. Kharge now, in this position to decide the next chief minister, a job that he had wanted and, came very close to several times. And in fact, it's the last time when he lost out to Mr. Siddaramaiah that he was brought, to the center, and now he is the Congress president. So very interesting. I do know on the day that, since we've been speculating about this for a long time, there was even one speculation that what if Mr. Kharge himself comes into the chief minister's position, and that was fleetingly spoken about by many of the analysts, though again many said no, that won't happen, and anyway the Congress can't have two posts for one individual. But that's an interesting factor in all of this as the Congress is facing this decision between DKS and Siddaramaiah. Right, Shrija, if you can hear me.
Well, to give you also a fair idea where we are reporting from to begin with, this is right outside Mr. D.K. Shivakumar's residence. Today it wears the look only until this morning before he with that flight. We could see there was a lot of supporters, scores of supporters who had come to support him and also shout slogans for him, that is DK for Chief Minister. There are several posters that have been erected, but now of course the place wears the deserted look. You do not see supporters here. All that action has been shifted right now to Delhi. But again, what we do know is that over the past few days what has transpired, we've been seeing slogan, war of slogans, that is between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah as well. But it all now depends on the party high command, just like how even Mr. Arvind did point to the fact that it is not just simply of the 50-50 formula, but also the pros and cons will be worked out as far as Siddaramaiah is concerned, and also Mr. DK Shivakumar. While Siddaramaiah may enjoy the kind of mass leader image here in the state of Karnataka, of course restricted to one particular community, we are looking at Mr. DK Shivakumar, who has always been the go-to person, because if you're talking about the past election, that is back in 2013, yes, Congress was in power. Congress did try, that is, it went to elections for 2018 under the leadership of Mr. Siddaramaiah. Back then, you really did not have any contenders, multiple contenders for Chief Minister's post. So it was just Siddaramaiah. The Congress party went to elections in 2018 just with Siddaramaiah's face. But however, again, it failed under his leadership. They had to come to power, especially with the coalition of the JD, as there was not really a single largest party except for, of course, BJP, but it did not really touch the magic number. But we went on to see how the Congress and the JDS formed the coalition, but only to be toppled by the BJP later in 2019. So all these things are being worked out. So ever since then, after the government being toppled, you had DK Shivakumar saying that how he built the party from the scratch, how he got the flock together as far as Congress is concerned, though they lost about quite a number of big, leaders, big MLAs who enjoyed enough status and also enough number of votes. Now, after having lost such big, huge number of MLAs from the Congress party, he built the party from the scratch. So, of course, he has been credited for his organizational skills. And ever since, of course, in the last 3.5 years, they have worked from the scratch. There was something called micromanagement. The key strategies that he had introduced While on one hand, of course, you had Mr. Siddaramaiah working within his community, which he enjoys the status as far as the Ahinda community is concerned, the backward classes or the SC/STs. You had Mr. D.K. Shivakumar working for the state, working for the development of the Congress party, ensuring that he took the party to the success as far as the Karnataka elections is concerned. So he definitely is being, credited for that. But even during Bharat Jodo Yatra happened, the party, of course, reached out to him because of his organizational skills and also able to mobilize the crowd, ensuring that there was enough traction as far as Bharat Jodo Yatra is concerned. So for all of this, we understand, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar is asking the party high command to reward him, to ensure that he gets that top plum post. But again, with having all of those, corruption charges against him, even time and again, even during Bharat Jodo Yatra, even during the Karnataka elections, there were several raids that were carried out, whether that was, investigation, a survey, IT survey, or raids as well. All these were carried out against Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. When during one of our interviews, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar went on to say that looks like when the elections are over, also things like especially the raids by ED or CBI is not going to end. So this is something which especially the High Command will also have to take into account. Do they really want to have a chief minister where you have the CBI and ED after him? Because it is only now the Congress is starting to build their party from the scratch. Organizational skills of D.K. Shivakumar is being analyzed. The next task will be for Mr. D.K. Shivakumar to take the state as far as the Congress is concerned to 2024. So all the decisions will now lie with the party high command. So we will know from the party's top sources, at least by tonight, who is going to be the next chief minister of Karnataka. Back to the studio.